Okay, is holy shit. Is this y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Cause this shit is a fucking struggle. There you are. All right, that's what's up. Holy smokes. Ch- Man, trying to figure out OBS is some shit. What's up, Sean? Yo, Sean, I got something for you, man. I got something for you. I gotta get a way to get it to you. I got something for you though, man. Oh, my boy Cam, he just popped up. Outstanding to see you on the way out to a dinner birthday. That's what's up. This man has been an encyclopedic knowledge of comics and pop culture. Love, man, I love you too, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's what's up, man. What's up, Sean? Low spec, man. Fuck, man, I appreciate you, bro. Yo, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to press stuff, man. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and OBS is a beast, man. I thought StreamYards was something. Fuck. But Cam, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. Man, Sean, that's what's up, man. Man, I'm just glad to be on. Actually, I've been having some things. I got to learn how to fix this, man. I got to learn how to fix all this shit. And I think the way to fix this is to swing it to the second screen. Is that how we fix this? But then it'll leave the screen that's there. I got to figure out how to do this, man. But OBS isn't that bad. But modern Windows, oh my God, yeah, yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Shit, appreciate the love, y'all. Thank y'all, man. I miss y'all, man. Just trying to get back home, man. This is home. So, man, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for bearing with me, man. I already got 16 views trying to, get back already, man. And I'm thankful for that, man. Just thankful, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Man. Yeah, so, I've been trying to figure out a few things, and now that I see what I may have to do the next. Thank you, low spec, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man, for helping me out with this, man. And my boy Classics, man. Appreciate you trying to help me out too, man. I'm gonna have to jump on YouTube, man. But actually, even how I got this far, knowing that I was probably maybe two or three buttons away from figuring out the audio, is at least I've been working on it to at least get it this far, man. But man, this thing is a struggle, man. I got a great computer, thank God for that. And some shit happened with StreamYards, man, and they ended up erasing all the live streams that like I don't know, man. They did this update. They did this weird things, a few months ago, and I ended up losing all my live streams that I had recorded on there. And then I started looking at the pricing that they had, and it was outrageous. And I was like, look, might as well just fuck around and try to learn OBS, man. And here I am. So I've been trying to figure this out for months, and this is the closest I've gotten. And you don't even know how many times I've pressed buttons and done all kind of things, but yo, I appreciate that. Now I got to figure this part out with getting all these multiple screens off. So, but I got a double screen, so I know if but you guys will be looking at, Kirk and Spock, I guess, or McCoy or whatever, man. So, um, appreciate y'all, man. He says, Classics, my boy. He says, yeah, it can be frustrating when you're just one click or two clicks away from a solution, but you can't figure it out. yeah, man, that's why wasn't trying to quit, man. So appreciate you, man. Hey, we will be hanging out at Captain Finity for my birthday later, and Canadian Spider Man uh, can come by if you can. Cheers. Say, Cam, I tell you what, man, if you can shoot me a link or something, man, I definitely will try to swing on by, man. My boy, Canadian Spider Man, he's that's my boy right there, man. He's a good dude, man. Good dude. Said, just reroute power to the EPS conduits. That's why they do it. That's why they. That's what they do on TNG. Oh yeah, on the Next Generation. Right there, you go, man. There you go. Of course, man. I had to figure out what you meant. Okay, yeah. You right. Yep. On Star Trek: The Next Generation. Yep. All they got to do is reroute the power. There you go. Shit. But yeah, man, I miss y'all, man. Just glad to be on, man. You know, it's funny that we're here now, man. You know, might as well make this time, what it's worth, because ain't no telling what other surprises may come later. So, since you guys can hear me, let me go ahead and make the most of my time here with y'all. First and foremost, man, I want to tell every last one of y'all, man, happy New Year's, happy 2026. I'm just glad that we're all here together, man. I fucking miss streaming. I'm coming back. There's no retiring. I didn't give up, and I didn't quit, I didn't quit, but to be honest, I've had a lot of problems. A lot of things a lot of things were happening, and I had to take a step back to figure out how to push forward. And the one thing that I'll ask Canadian Spot to hit you up. Everybody's welcome. Got to go. Cheers. Hey man, I appreciate you. Yeah, please have him hit me up. Hey man, and happy birthday, man. Cheers, man. Fucking enjoy yourself, man. There you go, man. That's what's up. And thank you, brother. But like I was saying, man, it's like the one thing I realized was no matter what happens, we're always going to have some kind of problems, man. Always. Somewhere, whether it's, at work, YouTube, at home, there's always going to be problems. And the one thing that I've come to realize is that no matter what, you can't stop. You got to keep pushing. Took a break, and then taking a break, things happened and I had to figure out how to push forward. But the thing is that, I'm here now and I'm back, and I never left, but I'm back. I just need to figure out a few more things, because when I decide to come back this time, I want to do it differently, man, than what I've ever done it. I'll be dropping videos from time to time, but I'm looking at doing more live streaming, and that's where I'm gonna be. I'm be podcasting more, just basically. I got a lot of things to talk about. Shit to show y'all, things that I've never been able to talk about or show because of one thing or another. But you know what? I don't want to have no kind of like excuses or whatever. Just want to be able to just come back, man, and just share with y'all different things. Everything probably might not be pop culture related or whatever, but and everything is not, probably won't always be about talking about woke shit. You know what I'm saying? Either, man. I mean, I know, everything has its time and its place, but if anything, I want to go back to what was good, man, and that's, you know, trying to put good content out there, man. And the one thing I noticed while I've been gone is that I appreciate you, June. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. The one thing I noticed, man, while I was gone was a lot of people have taken a step back from pop culture. A lot of people have tried to redirect their channels. And the thing that I realize is that on the pop culture tip, a lot of people seem to be very disappointed, man. To see that in a decade's time, a lot of people's passions and love for a lot of things got crushed right before their eyes. It's like watching those YouTube videos of when like when a parent's mad at the kid and they just fucking they grab that fucking Xbox or that PS5 and they fucking just destroy it right in front of the kid, and the kid is like fucking wilding out. That's basically us for the last 10 years, watching everything that we've seen get destroyed and all kinds of other shit. And for the most part, man, that has really killed a lot of people's passion to do pop culture. To have pop culture as their niche, or try to have pop culture channels. Why? Because they saw everything that they love get slaughtered right in front of them. So what there's, so everybody has, hell, you can't even say fucking like a bitter taste in their mouth. That shit is beyond that. So I don't know, man. It's like, at this point, it's like, what do you do when a lot of people feel like their best or their most treasured times in pop culture is fucking behind them? And I mean, that's the thing. It's like, well, I know I still love it, but I guess a thing that might have to shift is basically probably just showing more of what you enjoy than showing, and also showing what's good out there now versus just showing how He-Man has him in the fucking in the shits. That kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like it's a continuous dig on everything that we fucking enjoy. So what's left? Just the fond memories. And that's where a lot of people are stuck at with their pop culture, channels. Especially when you had a lot of people that their channels were like, a Star Trek channel or Star Wars channel or or something in particular like that. Others had more of a broader, thing where we tried to cover, mostly all the shit that we enjoyed. And then it's like, well, what else is left? What else is untouched? So the thing is, it's like, well, how do you push forward when a lot of people are turned off by it? Or some people look at it and they're like, well, they can kind of care less about what's coming out next. Or their biggest thing is, okay, what are they going to do to it now? And that's very hurtful, man, for a lot of folks. Why? Because these are all our fucking childhood heroes getting shitted on, who the fuck wants to show up for that, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting there watching, trying to figure out, well, what do we do from here? But I see what's going on, and I know what I'm gonna do when I come back. Is there's a lot of things out there, man, and we're gonna try to have a good time with this shit. And let me see, what's up, June? He says they ruined Star Wars, and now the Masters of the Universe live action is coming next to be destroyed. Classic says I have very little enthusiasm for anything now. Yeah, man. It's funny. Like comic books is a big thing. As you all know, comic books is a big thing, and it's like, well, I guess at this point we can always talk about what's been good in the past, and then I guess pick and choose what things are currently good at the time. But it's a very, that's another thing too. Look, it's movies, comic books, TV shows, cartoons, you name it. And those are the things we love. That's the reason why, like, my channel is called Fusion Media. Why? Because I didn't just want to talk about movies. I didn't want to just talk about TV shows. I wanted to fuse media. Talk about all that shit under one roof. Have it all under one umbrella. That's the Fusion Media, and I'm 24/7. So I wanted to be able to talk about all that shit, but then, again, how okay, I could talk about it, but who's gonna listen, or who wants to listen, or who cares enough to listen? And that's where and that's where a lot of people, and again, I've seen a lot of people pivot, man. A lot of people are they're changing directions in some ways. And some people are staying aboard, and some people aren't. And they have every right to move around. I mean, shit. I've lost subscribers. I haven't posted in a while, but this is the reason why. Because I've been trying to figure out for months, how do I get to this? How do I do this, man? And boom, click or two of the button away, like Classic said, man. But shit, that's the thing. I figured, well, if you guys could see me, then at least you could tell that I at least try to figure out half of the problem. And but man, I sure appreciate y'all, man. But it's coming back and facing this reality. Like, yo, man, even in the last few months, you're starting to see it, you're starting to feel it. And even people that are in the circles, that we all travel in, a lot of people ain't traveling in them circles no more. A lot of people are burnt out. But the thing is, no matter how hurtful it is to see what a lot of these studios and movie companies and what have you have done to your favorite movies and favorite characters, your favorite IPs. The one thing is that you could never let these people or anybody else fucking steal your joy. And I guess that's the reason why we have memories, right? And we can always go back. Thank God for our physical media. I don't have to own the last 3 movies in the Star Wars franchise. I don't have to own anything Kurtzman Trek. I don't have to own any JJ, Bad Robot Trek. I don't have to own any of that shit. The thing is you got to find your happiness within what you've enjoyed, and even though certain parts of it has been slaughtered, you can't, you still can't let them win, man. You just can't. You just can't. I think they need to clean the entire House of Hollywood of dismissal activists. That's why I'm doing research, watching classic, I guess, movies and television before 2010. I feel you, Junior. You know what? I'm doing the same. The thing is, it's like it's 2026. Everything that comes out isn't entirely, fucking trash or whatever. There, you've got your gems here and there. I'll give you an example. I just saw that on YouTube. If you go to your Prime Video, like Amazon Prime, Prime Video has a YouTube channel, which is weird, But it seems like everybody, no matter what company that they are, everybody has a YouTube channel. So if you go there, they have Fallout. The first season of Fallout, you can watch it for free on Prime Video's YouTube channel. And I'm in the 6th episode of Fallout. It's pretty good, to be honest. And the crazy thing is, right now I'm playing like Fallout 3, right? I have Fallout 3 with all the DLCs, and I'm recognizing everything from I'm recognizing everything from the game in the show. And I'm seeing it like you could tell the people have done their homework. The sets look like the way they're supposed to look. People are acting the way they're supposed to act. And I could appreciate it. Why? Because I'm playing old school Fallout 3 on the Xbox One or whatever. And I could identify everything, verbatim. I'm looking at everything from the game to the show, and everything is really what it's supposed to be. I can get down with it. Plus, the storyline isn't bad. It's interesting. I'm just at episode 6, but so far it's been good. And they're not screwing over the lore as they're going through the episodes. They're not like bastardizing it or anything like that. So, when you could sit there and watch something like that, then you could appreciate it. You sitting there and you're watching and you're like, all right. They're not tearing it down. It's actually making it relatable. And actually, Low Spec, I saw you playing it here like in the last within the last week. I saw you playing it here in the last couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was checking you out, man. Let me see, but that's a Fallout is not Fallout. Fallout 3 is new school Fallout. Oh, I got you. But that's the Fallout is as bad as Disney Star Wars, The Lord's Destroyed. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And that's it's funny. That's another thing too, because I'm starting to see the stories about how Fallout, like the licensing was lost like twice from that franchise. And I don't know, man. I mean, I played the first Fallout, and I'm like maybe 60%, maybe 70% done with the game. Not sure if I'll finish it, not to take nothing away from the game, but I wanted to understand how to play that kind of game, doing the WASD kind of shits, hitting the keyboard and fucking around with the mouse and all that. I don't play like that. I'm Xbox, give me the controller, I'm ready to go. But I figured, what? There's a handful of games that deserve to be played if nobody hasn't played them, and Fallout was one of them. Fallout is a game that I was like, eventually I'm gonna have to try to probably play it again or try to beat it where it's at. I'm thinking I'm losing time because I'm supposed to be like their water is fucked up, and I need to make sure that I get the water chip or whatever the fuck that they need back at the vault for the first Fallout game, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it back in time. So, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Fallout 1 and 2 in New Vegas is destroyed. I hate that show. New Vegas is not Bethesda Fallout. The show looks good, and that's it. Okay, Bethesda Fallout is only skin deep. There's no actual Fallout there. I'm playing Fallout 1 in New Vegas on Rumble. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because YouTube copyright claims. Oh, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I didn't know that. I didn't know YouTube was that copyright. They copyright claimed your videos, man. Yeah. I saw you was on Fallout. See, this is me being a new school guy, not knowing that much about the Fallout universe. But I guess my whole point in what I'm saying is Fallout 3 and the show looks exactly the same. Like it plays the same. It's like, it's all this weird. It's and it's different, man. I'm trying, and I got New Vegas. So once I play 3, I'm rocking New Vegas, and I got all the DLCs. I own all the Fallout games. I own all the Fallout games. Fallout 1, 2, Fallout Tactics, 3, 4, 76. I got them with all the DLCs. I mean, so, but it's a good franchise, and I didn't want to pass it up. That's one of my go-tos that I'm gonna try to complete. And they send my money to Bethesda for Morrowind music. Oh, that show. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. But besides Fallout, there's probably, some other shows out there that are decent. I wouldn't know what they are if they don't. I'm not subscribed to a bunch of streaming services or whatever. So if it ain't coming free like on YouTube or Tubi or whatever the fuck's out there, then I'm not watching it. I'm just being honest. I still got my, complete DVD collection to fall back on. And that's shit. I don't know. There's a lot of things for us to still enjoy. There's all the old shit. There's still like music, that's made 30, 40, 50 years ago that I'm still hearing for the first time. I think there's going to be a time where we'll get past this point and and how we feel about pop culture, to be honest. But I think in the meantime, we need to fall back on what we know is good. And I think, you might even re-find, some old movies or any, things like that you haven't seen in decades. Just think of all the shit you've seen and probably have forgotten. And I mean, it even got to the point where it's like, I'll go back and I'll see something as a kid that I hated. And I'll sit there and I'll try to watch at least like the first 5 or 10 minutes of it to see how I feel about it as an adult, or was I spot on as a kid? Like I see something, I'm like, damn, I hated it for this, and that. Was I tripping as a kid, or was I spot on, or will I like this shit as an adult? And I'll give it a go to see if I was on point as a kid or not. Try to see, okay, well, shit, all right, I guess if it's something that I could dig now as a grown man, I'd be like, all right, well, I guess my younger self was, didn't do too bad. So, yeah. But there's things that are still worth talking about, worth mentioning, worth enjoying, and I plan to dibble and dabble in that, along with a lot of the current things that are going on nowadays. And that's for the better or for the worse, like the he man shit, that kind of shit. I guess what, after that, I guess the only thing that it's just gonna have to just basically boil down to if this fucking movie is gonna be good or not once it comes out. That's what it's. And then I think I seen something like Skeletor is supposed to be some not so. He's supposed to be like an allegory for like not a good guy in some fucking way or whatever. I mean, come on, man. Goddamn, they just can't let the bad guy be the bad guy just because he's the fucking bad guy. I mean, he's got to be something that's projected with today's eyes. People are tired of that shit, man. What's up, June? It says, I'm watching the Batman series from the animated version, which is really faithful to the comics, and I know I'm an adult, but I still don't care. Still a nerd in my heart, and it makes me happy. There you go, man. Yeah, from the 90s Batman series. Yeah, Batman the animated series. That shit was dope, man. I mean, I guess the best thing you can do with that is just get it like what's that, in Blu-ray or 4K, which one works better. Get it in a good cleaned up version. That way when you put it on, it's crispy. You can watch it while you fucking smoke a blunt or whatever, drink or whatever whatever you're doing. Shit. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie, man. I've sat back and put on some shit while I was drinking just to see like what's what. And sat there and just watched like some old school shit from when I was a kid and was like, wow, this is actually pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, shit. It's happened, man. Hell, I got a collection over I got like, oh man. I got, it's in the tens of thousands of fucking like DVDs, Blu-rays, shit like that, man. Just, So yeah, man, every now and then you get to popping in some shit you ain't never thought you'd watch, like, hell, I remember I was drinking and fucking Emmett like during Christmas. I had a drink and Emmett Otter and the Jug Band Christmas popped on while I was fucking drinking, man. I was having a good time. So that's what I'm talking about, man. He says the one thing that turned me off with He-Man live action is the race swap of Man-at-Arms, Triclops, and Teela is not a ginger. Yeah. Yep. I could see that. It's funny. It's like Idris Elba playing Man-at-Arms is kind of like the same role that he played when he did the Thor movie. You remember that? What was his name? It was Heimgard or whatever. Heimdall, whatever fuck his name is in Thor. He feels like he's playing the same dude. You know what I'm saying? They just changed clothes. Same attitude, the same stoic, shits. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it. I mean, but I tell you what. I think it was Heimdall or some shit. Look, the thing is I don't really like it either, man. Cause look, this is the thing, man. For once, if I'm gonna see something, let me see it as is. I don't want to see shit with like today's scope on there, man. It kills it, man. It kills it. That's what the him shits. Like, man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, for once, give us real He-Man, like the way they supposed to look, act, all this other shit. Just give us that. And the thing is, this is what I'm finding. This is what I've been knowing. For some reason, Hollywood and their writers, directors, they think they're smarter than the creators or the people that have elevated the property to its heights. I'm going to tell you something, and you can clip this. Hollywood has it fucked up, right? Where they could sit there and they could take a story, let's say like Secret Wars, right? No, not Secret Wars. Let's say the Civil War, Captain America, the Civil War storyline. The Marvel writers would sit there and think that they can outright a comic book writer in his own story. They'll sit there and take a storyline from a comic book, event. They'll sit there, they'll take it, and they'll write the script and try to write it to where they think they're smarter than the people that fucking created it. And that's where they always fall short. Because what they end up doing is they end up creating it in their own image, not the way it was intended to be told. So they end up changing little things, race swapping, doing a bunch of other shits, and thinking that they can take a prominent storyline and retell it to us with their spin on it and whatever else, and say, here, take that. And think that, probably for everybody else that don't give a shit or never read it or don't know better, yeah, they could sit there, swallow it up and be happy, as a hog and hog shit. But for us, we know better. And that's why all these fucking properties had fucking failed. That took a good storyline written by great writers, and they thought that they can fucking outright, change up their shit for the script or whatever, try to tell us what worked or what didn't work or whatever the fuck, and try to give it back to us half-assed, not all the way told correctly, changing characters around so that fucking this one character ends up looking more prominent than the character that's supposed to have fucking done the shit. It's like the whole Game of Thrones thing. It's that shit. You know what I'm talking about with the Ice King getting murdered by the little girl, and he wasn't supposed to die like that. Why? Because the book told the fucking story that the writers should have told in the show, but they wanted to tell it their way and they fucked it up. And so what do you think else is happening with everything else that we watched that's being adapted? And the bad part about it is that a lot of this shit is happening with things that are in-house. Like, how can DC Studios, the DCU, how can they fuck up comic book stories when they're not borrowing, they're not licensed, they're not working on a licensed IP or some shit like that. This shit is in-house. They didn't purchase to license anything. It's like they're using their own in-house shits, and they're telling their own stories in-house, and they can't even tell them right. It's some shit, man. I mean, he says you're right about the new writers. Yes, about the Lord of the Ring at the Amazon's the Ring of Power. Of course, man. It's come on. You got Tolkien writing it out, but then you have the writers that are looking at Tolkien like he's full of shit and he can't tell a story right. So fuck. Let's outdo Token in his own shits. Let's take what he created and make it our own. Come on, how is that working out for him? The most money to ever be paid to fucking license to get the license for the IP to fucking put out a show, and the fucking show fails. Why? Because they wanna wokeify everything. I mean, come on, man. Like, that shit ain't working, man. So he said the new Superman, James Gunn, was an insult as well. Dude, when you see Superman get his ass beat so many times, get kicked in the nuts, and then get called a bitch in his own movie, all within what, an hour and a half, 2 hour movie, all this shit happens to him. You know, and it's funny how, like, the fucking, what's that, president of Netflix or whatever, fucking told the world, like, the way fucking Warner Brothers and James Gunn and everybody was acting like the fucking movie did so well, that motherfucker put him on blast and told the whole world, yeah, they fucking underperformed. And the bad part about it is we're gonna get more of that shit here in the next couple months with Supergirl, right? Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, fuck that, man. Like, this shit is just, this is the worst. So, yeah, I mean, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But with that being said, I'm gonna kick it here for a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna take off, man. This was only supposed to be a test to figure out what was going on, and you guys have helped me out with that, and I'm very thankful, man. I'm very thankful, man. So yeah, going on. Hell, I don't even know. Oh, I've been going on for an hour. Okay, I see the little time limit here. All right, not bad, not bad for my first time back, and I'm definitely going to be doing more of these here. Let me ask y'all something real quick for everybody that's watching. I couldn't watch that film for more than 30 minutes of the new Superman, and also happened to the new Tron. Oh my God. I heard about what happened to Tron with Jared Leto. Holy shit. I heard what happened to that, man. Tron is gone, man. I mean, especially when you bring back, what's his name? You bring back Jeff Bridges for that shit, man. Just to destroy it. I mean, they should have just left the last Tron alone. They didn't even build off of that shit, man. I mean, shit. From the last Tron, the way that movie ended, I mean, the movie ended with, old buddy basically taking over the company. Everything was good, and he was looking to have like a fucking bright future. And all of a sudden, this Neutron pops up, and it's like from the last movie where you thought the dude won. Obviously, he fucked up, and he lost what? He lost his money, the company, or whatever. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Yes, horrible. Jared Leto is also Skeletor. Yeah, yeah. That guy is Doom. Yeah, man. He's fucking Morbius. He's fucking in Tron. He's Skeletor and He-Man. I mean, I don't know, man. People just keep casting this dude, man. I don't know, man. I mean, Jared Leto, he's not a bad actor, man. The thing is you got to put him in certain shits that you can tell that however he does his acting, can thrive in that kind of movie, man. He's just not good for everything, man. He's just not. Tron Legacy was good. Yeah, man. Tron's Legacy was decent, man. It was I hated that they couldn't have original Tron in there because he was beefing with the fucking creators or what. He was beefing with Disney or whatever, man. But I mean, shit, man. I'm telling you, man, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Fucking miss y'all, man. Yeah. And I mean, shit. The way I'm looking at things, man, I'm gonna be doing more live streams like this, popping on for like an hour or so. Do it a few times a week and try to add more things to it as I keep coming on, because I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this whole I can't do videos with all this shit looking like this, man. I got two screens and I got them both connected, so I could take this and move it to the other screen, would alleviate all this screen shit you see popping up or whatever. But one victory at a time, y'all. One victory at a time, and I plan to come back full force, man. I got a lot of shit that I want to start doing with y'all, man. This is awesome, man. Fucking, I miss being here, man, and yeah. Fucking figured out OBS. Got to figure out the stream, but yeah, figured out OBS finally. Appreciate y'all, man. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Man, you guys have been there for me since day one. And that's the reason why I just can't just get up and just fucking throw my hands up in the air and quit, man. That's to be honest. Just because of y'all, man. So, with that being said, man, it's good to see you online, man. Hey, man, it's great to be back, man. I sure appreciate you, June. Boy, it's good to be back, man. Thank y'all, man. I mean, shit. 18 people came in to view me so far. I know the first 10 minutes was like fucking 10, 15 minutes. I was sitting there frustrated, but shit. But what happened that you'd been off for so long? Well, what happened was, man, StreamYards ended up doing some kind of like little update or some shit, man. And it ended up wiping out everything that, all the live streams that I've done for the last few years, end up wiping all that shit off and kind of put me back to like it put me back to like a default, and had me to like, and it was like, hey, look, because what it was is like I haven't streamed for a while, but when I came back on, all my shit was wiped out, and it told me, okay, if you want to start streaming again, then give us X amount a month. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, I could have swore I was looking at almost 100. Was it close to like almost $100 a month or some shit? And so basically, StreamYards was saying, hey, if you want to use this for free, you can use this for like 5 times a month or some shit at 720. Not 1080, at 720. And if you want to upscale to 1080, we're gonna have to charge you, and that's for our basic shits. And if you want it at 4K or whatever, we're gonna have to charge you even more for like a premium package and all that shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck all that. So I decided to like try to figure out OBS, and that's what I've been doing for ever since like October. I've been trying to so basically for the last like 3 months, I've been trying to figure out OBS. And just to kind of, some people would probably wonder, okay, why so long? Why 3 months and figure out OBS? I don't know shit about computers. Everything I learned to even get me to this far, knowing that I was only like 2 clicks away from the audio, lets you know that I can't type. Even though I was typing on here, I was fucking pecking. I was doing this shit here. So I'm sitting here pecking, doing whatever, and this shit ain't easy. I'm not computer literate. I didn't grow up being around computers like that. So this is my first major computer. Don't know how to, because I've had another computer before. Somebody gave me a computer and it didn't work. So I don't know if you want to count that as something. But this is my first computer that worked, that's up to date, that can handle whatever. This great computer. I'm thankful, for it. But it's like giving somebody a gun and they don't know how to fucking they don't know how to use the fucking weapon. It's like, okay, I got this powerful thing. What the fuck can I do with it? So I've been trying to figure out some things, trying to learn it. I'm just starting to learn a typing pro. I don't know how to type, but I just found a program that's going to help me learn how to type. So I'm excited about that, and I'm just trying to like get myself to be like, I'm not trying to be stuck to a point where, where I'm like crashing out because I don't know how to fucking use. I'm trying, I get frustrated. I mean, of course, because I want this shit to work, and I don't know how to make it work. But I'm not going to sit here and be no dummy either and just like sit here and stare at it, man. I'm going to press buttons. I'm going to try to figure out what. And I'm using tutorials and all that. But the thing is, some of these tutorials aren't up to date. And a lot of the changes that let's say like OBS makes on their like on their interface or whatever the fuck, a lot of that shit changes. So I could be looking at a tutorial from like a year or two ago, and then trying to find whatever the fuck they're trying to tell me, and I can't find it because OBS switched it around because they decided to do something different to try to make something user-friendly. So it's like, it's just sitting here, trying to figure out, like, what the fuck am I doing? And then besides that, life. And, trying to make sure that, I'm keeping things going, work isn't easy. Like I'm struggling on some of that shit, but I'm not complaining. I'm thankful to be here. It's a new year, so I'm not gonna sit here and just be, all about that old negative shit. But things have happened, and I'm just trying to bounce back the best way possible. And instead of just sitting here letting life fucking happen to me, this is a part of me getting up and be like, fuck that. I'm not gonna just sit here and feel all fucked up because I don't know how to work a computer. Fuck that shit. Let me get online. Let me figure out how to do this and do that. And that's how I was able to get this far. So, this is a few months coming, but I'm glad I'm finally here. So that's what happened, man. It's just, life doing its thing and me trying to figure out how to go back live streaming again, where I don't have to be worried about, StreamYards or anybody else, fucking doing something, to my live streams or whatever. I don't have to worry about all this. This is free. It's been free for years. It's gonna stay free. You just got to learn how to temper yourself and fucking work it or whatever. And this is where I'm at. But I didn't give up. And that's the reason why I'm here. Today I just got fed up, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I'm sitting here trying to. I tried this before earlier this week, and honestly, this is what I just found out. I looked at like my live stream, like when you look at my YouTube channel and you look at where it says live, because it has like video, live, YouTube Shorts, and all that shit. I looked at my live. And I seen a whole stream of lives that I was supposed to have done and didn't do. You know what all that is? All that shit was me attempting to try to do lives and couldn't figure out how to actually go live. So out of all those attempts, you sit back and you kind of look at that shit from time to time. You look back at all those attempts. This is me finally getting through with what I've been trying to do for months, to try to be like more self-efficient, to try to go live and not use StreamYards or anything else. Now I got to figure out how to like add intros and do all this fading in, fading out shit. And I got to take care of what's on the screen. But like I said, that's a battle for another day, man. I'm just thankful that I'm here. So let me see. A Chromebook is really only a glorified web browser. Yeah, well, this ain't a Chromebook. I remember you. Low spec, man. That's why I love you, brother. I remember you told me that shit years ago, man. But that was me when I was first starting, man. Dog, that lets you know how many years it's been. It's been a minute. And he says, you're not the only one, brother, with bills to pay. I completely understand you. Yeah, it's getting, it's getting thought out there. Yeah, man. It's just got to get out there, man. Just got to put it out there, man. So, yeah, man, I'm just thankful, happy to be here, man. And, yeah, I appreciate y'all sticking with me with this shit, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and fade, man, because I didn't expect to be on for this long, but I'm just excited and I'm thankful, man, that I finally broke through with this. Now I know, so I can help with that stuff, different scenes and hotkeys. All right, Jeff. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna have to get with you. I'm gonna have to get with you on DM you on Twitter, man. That way we can, or Discord. Discord. I already heard what's going on with Discord too, man. So you got to verify your shits on Discord. So but yeah, man, I could definitely use your help, man. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm thankful, man, and thank you, Jeff. I appreciate all your help, man. You've helped me out over the years, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. That's why, that's why, man. I'm very thankful, man. Very, very thankful, man. That's why I definitely would shout you out from the rooftops, man, from the mountaintops, But man, I sure appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything, man. And so y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I need some water, and I need to. Yeah, I'm very thankful, man. This is a blessing in disguise, man. You guys have fucking made my day, man. So, man, Junior Low Spec. Let me see. Classic Comics. Sure appreciate you, Cam. Hopefully I get that invite. Shawnee Step. Penny. Love you, Penny. Sure appreciate you. Penny's awesome, man. Even Penny showed up to say what's up. Darth Haster, my brother, man. Appreciate you too. And the lovely Sherry showed up. Man, this is fucking awesome, man. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for everything. And I'm going to get up out of here, man. But, man, you guys have definitely made my motherfucking night, man. 2026. Some good shit, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. It's 6 years going on 7. Yeah, let's do it. All right, y'all. Take it easy, man. Peace.